Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I'm the host of this show. So, this is my new album's purchase, which will come out on the 31st, probably around, I think I've scheduled it for like the 4 o'clock time period. Normally, I would do it on that day, but there's a huge stack. I have a huge stack, 24. I think there's 24 albums here total. So I won't have time that day to do it. So I decided to do it here on the weekend. I have the extra 3 days, or actually it's 4 days total off. So why not do it now when I can do it in a more relaxed atmosphere? So that's what I decided to do it. So we're going to do it a little bit early, but it will come out on that day. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about the new hats. I got 2 new hats. I was out shopping and the hat store had some stuff on sale, so I thought, I'll get a couple new hats. Unfortunately, they weren't really on sale. They just put them at they were lower than the price that I wasn't going to pay for, $35 for a hat, but they were 24 each. So ended up, I think I got them for 40. This is the one I wanted. It's the cardinal hat. I always thought that cardinal hats were red, but apparently that wouldn't go too well if the bird was red too. So cardinal hat was the one I wanted, but this diamondback hat I really liked. It's kind of a purple color. I don't have anything purple, so I thought, I'm going to get this. I like the logo on it too, so I got 2 new hats. I'm happy. So much for the hats. So we're going to go on to the albums now. First one out of the list. So I've got these in their genres from top to bottom. I've tried to space them out so that all the similar albums are together. So this one is called, sorry, I got it backwards here. The hell is going on? Oh, okay, see what I did. So this is a pretty cool cover. This band's called 10 Years. I looked them up online while I was there because I had my other phone with me. And yeah, it said they're an alternative metal band. So I don't know anything about these guys. This is my first time listening to them, or I haven't even listened to it yet, so I don't even know. But as you can see, I paid $1 for it. It was at a thrift store. Saw it and thought, I'll give it a try. I do like the cover and the back part of it. Inside is just as good. I don't know what they're all bent over here with stuff over their eyes and their hands nailed behind them in the swamp. I don't know what's going on there. Anyways, it does have a little booklet with it. The CD is good, except it's got a little bit of some junk or something on the one corner, so I'll try to clean that off. I didn't notice it when I bought it. So basically just here. Feeding the Wolves is the name of the album. Pretty good cover. And of course all the lyrics and information on the inside, which is very tiny and I can barely see it. So that's the first album of the week. Put it back in here. I'm going to not try to touch the computer because this is my second run. First time I banged it and turned it off. So we don't want to do that. So we'll put it back in here. That's the first album of the day. Oh my god, I'm putting it in the wrong section, I guess. Or it's not going in properly, one or the other. Oh, there it is. Goes in now. So there's what did I call this? Feeding the Wolves, 10 Years is called the band. Alternative metal band. Okay, next up is a brand new album. This is the Scorpions' new live album. This is called Coming Home Live. There is a deluxe version of this, which I decided I didn't really need. And we're going to open it now. It's got a plastic cover on it. Bought this at the local record store. Encore is the name of the record. He originally said he didn't have it, and then when I went and looked in the Scorpions bin because I was looking for something else, I saw it was there. So I said, he said, I didn't realize there was one over there. Anyways, here's a nice shot of the concert footage. I have seen this live on the YouTube. Watched it. Well, it wasn't live, but it was a recorded YouTube documentary type thing on it, and have listened to the entire album from front to back, as I'm going to be doing a video on it later today. So I think there's just the one disc. Could be wrong. No, there's 2 discs. This is disc 2. It's in good shape. Of course, it's brand new. I do like the cover. It's kind of a reddish color. Take out the other disc if I can get it out. I don't really like these kind of, I don't even know what you call them. It's not even a digipack. It's just a wrap. I don't really like them. It's hard to get the discs out. This is how they get scratched, right? And this album is the same as the first one, or in this case, the same as the second one. I don't think this has a book in it. There's no book in it, which is kind of weird. Unless maybe I missed it. Nope, I don't think I missed it. Oh no, there is one. I did miss it. Just you couldn't feel it because it's very thin. So I do like this cover. Cover's good. Typical metal type cover. And of course it just comes with a basic book. There's nothing special to this book really. Just basically talking about, giving you pictures of members of the band. Wow, these guys are so old now. This is supposed to be their 60th anniversary tour. God, I'd be happy if I'm alive to do 60 anything. Some more pictures. And the book is just basically a book full of pictures. I don't even think there's no lyrics or anything here because it's a live album. Most of these songs are going to be fairly well known. There's the list of the songs and the members playing. And I guess there is some information at the back, on the back page, and then you have the final back page there. And I'm not even sure who's even in the band at this point. I'm assuming that Klaus is in the band, Rudolph is in the band, and Mathis is in the band. I assume those guys are in the band. As to the rest, I'm not sure. So that's my second album. That's the second heavy metal band. So then now we're going to move kind of, I guess these albums are all kind of, I kind of classified these next 3 as progressive, but I'm not 100% sure. This one was one that was given to me years ago to do in an album war by Ben, and I always said I would get it if I seen it, and I seen it, so I got it. So this is Tubular Bells from Mike Oldfield. Many people say this is his best album. I don't know much about it. This is a double disc. Just not sure how it's going to open. Maybe it opens from the inside. It looks like it opens from the inside. And it's not coming easily, so I don't want to mess with it. So it's just a couple CDs. So there's 2 CDs here, disc 1 and 2. Comes with a book. The front cover. So there's your Tubular. So yeah, there's not really much to this. Just a picture of him and the album cover, and then on the inside it looks like there's a list of who's on the album and the songs as well, and a picture of Mike Oldfield. So don't know much. I have one Mike Oldfield album which I got I think last month or maybe the month before. So this is my second one, but this was the one that was recommended to me years ago, or not years ago, but at least a year ago. And so now I have it. Tubular Bells, Mike Oldfield. Next up, drink. This one came in the mail yesterday or day before. Well, it must have been yesterday because the day before was Christmas. So, or you know when it came in? It came in on Christmas Eve day. The Klaatu, the Sir Army Sweet and the Endangered Species. This was one I ordered a couple years ago off of eBay, and they charged me for it, and the album never came. So I never went back and never bought anything off of them again. But this I saw, and it wasn't too bad of a price, so I decided to get it. Of course, it comes with a cover, like a sleeve cover, and the disc is on the inside if we can get it to come out. I seem to be having troubles today getting things to do what I want them to do. What the hell? Is it taped somewhere? Could be taped. I don't feel any. Just doesn't want to come out. Let me try a little bit. Let's use my glasses here. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing. No, it's just doesn't want to come out. That's all there is to it. There's nothing else about it. It's not sliding. It's not doing anything. So we'll stick it aside. Anyways, it's the two albums. If you get a chance to see these two album covers, are, I think, the Klaatu are a band. All of their album covers are really good. I like them all. They all have that feeling to them that just makes you want to have them. So I'll try to do that one at the end if I'm able to. So next one is this from Soft Machine. This is I think this is called 6. I don't know much about this album other than people say it's their best album or one of their best albums. I don't even know what the hell is going on here. I don't know if this is a progressive band album at this point, psychedelic or just pop. I don't know. Their first album is quite psychedelic. Yeah, it's just basically pictures. Nothing spectacular here to see. It does give you a little bit of discussion about the album. Like some people like to read how the album was made and who was involved and how it came about. I tend to not be as much like about that. Sometimes I want to, if I'm in the right mood. Nice pictures here. So yeah, so this album, number 6 from Soft Machine. List of tracks on the back, and then whatever the hell this thing is on the front here. So that's the next one up. So the next album up, so that's it for the progressive albums. Then we got some hard rock albums. This is the Scorpions album I was looking for when I found the live one. Lonesome Crow, their debut album from 1972. It's got the nice CD, is in good shape. It's used, but it's in good shape. Of course, it's got that red kind of disc thing on it. I'm not going to set anything on there anymore. I wish this had a little bit of a thing for it, but there isn't one. Okay, so we'll just set it here. Show you the disc. So really very basic stuff, right? Gives you the list of who's in the band and the list of songs, and then this picture on the back. And that's it. But a fairly well-known album. Some people would say it's heavy metal. I don't think so. To me, it's a hard rock album. Those first half dozen Scorpions albums to me are more hard rock than heavy metal. Next up, another hard rock. I would call this hard rock. You could call it a bunch of things, but I would call it hard rock. I did a video on this particular, being part of a particular list from 1970, Monster. This is Monster from Steppenwolf. As you can see, it's in good condition. This place, that's the one thing about this place, is they will not accept any CDs that aren't in good condition, which is good because then you don't have to stop and check everything all the time to make sure it's good. Some places are not good for that. And then it just has a little bit of a reading part here, just a one-page basic type of thing, nothing spectacular. So Monsters from Steppenwolf. So I did enjoy listening to this album online. Now I can enjoy it at my leisure. Next up, this was an album I was looking for. Basically for next month's series, I'm doing my top 31 favorite 1973 releases, and this is definitely probably going to be on that list. If not, an honorable mention for sure. Thin Lizzy's Vagabonds of the Western World. And it is a new one, so we're going to open it. Hopefully. I did leave one of my nails sharp for this particular thing, but there it is. I left one of them with a little bit of an edge on it so that I could open them. Because these are not the easiest things to open. I don't know why they make them so difficult to open. So there it is. I do like the cover of this album. Sorry, this thing's stuck to my hand. Pretty good. It's almost a kind of a... it's the artwork of the time, right? This reminds me of the Pink Panther stuff. And of course, the disc is brand new, so looks good. I do like this kind of Darum Vagabonds of the Western World type thing going on here. I'm going to take out the little booklet, which is just another 2-pager. I'm going to get in the habit of doing that. Just tells you everything about the album, people that were on it, the songs, everything, and this normal stuff. On the back, that was kind of interesting. They've got this 3-leaf clover with each of the band's names on there. Who's in the band? Brian on percussion, Phil on bass, Eric on guitar and vocals. And then there's some other people here that fill in as well. So this is fairly, is this their, I don't think this is their first album. I think it might be their second or third anyways. So, yep, Thin Lizzy's Vagabonds of the Western World. Next up, this is the debut album of Leonard Skinner, pronounced Leonard Skinnerd. I haven't listened to Leonard Skinner since I started this channel. I used to be listening to, I have one Greatest Hits CD. I played that all the time. And then a few years ago, I kind of wore it out, so I stopped playing it. And then I just never continued with them. And I'm not really sure why that is, because I like them. So, another unwrapping. Nice pack of smokes here on the back. What's that say on them? Oh, it just says Leonard Skinner. Leonard Skinner Smokes. So this has 13 tracks in total. I Ain't the One, Give Me 3 Steps, Simple Man, Mississippi Kid, Freebird are all on this opening album with the bonus tracks to previously unreleased versions of the Freebird, Give Me 3 Steps, and Tuesday's Gone, along with the Down South Jukin' and Mr. Banker, which were not songs that were on the album originally. And there's a picture of them all 7 of them. Kind of unusual. A lot of rock bands never had more than 5, but these guys had 7. Album cover disc is orange. I'm just going to pull the booklet out because I'm curious about it. So this is their debut album, which was one of the reasons I purchased this one was because of the series I'm running next month. This is an album that's possibly going to be in there, almost likely will be. I've listened to this before on the, I did a kind of a Leonard Skinner run through one time on most of their early stuff, and this was one of them. Nice shots, pictures, just a little bit of it's a booklet. It's kind of a story booklet. You've got all of the lyrics here. Yeah, and then just a list of the guys on the band at this time, for those of you who are interested. Ronnie Van Zant, Gary Rosington, Alan Collins, Ed King, Billy Powell, Robert Burns, and Leon Wilkinson. That was the original band. I don't think any of those guys are alive anymore, are they? I think they're all gone. Leonard Skinner's debut. Next up, take a drink here because I'm getting dry. I think this is Fleetwood Mac's debut album, and I didn't get it for that series because this one came out in 68, 69 period. I think it was actually 68. I've been getting into Fleetwood Mac quite a bit. I do like the older stuff quite a bit more than I thought I would. So of course, you've got the back cover with all of the pictures on it, the front cover here with the dog at the garbage cans. Open it up. Oh, I did that again. And watch that. It's going to cost me. Picture on the inside of what's going on. A little bit of a story. List of songs and who's playing on them. Actually, it's just a list of who's playing. This has Peter Green, Jeremy Spencer, John McVie, Mick Fleetwood, and Bob Bruning. So, yeah. Very early Fleetwood Mac. And then the list of songs is here at the back. So I'm looking forward to this as well. I've been really pushing for these Fleetwood Mac stuff. I started doing some stuff on them lately. So I think it really kind of started with the Last Questions mini-series that I ran that Ben put out. And one of the questions was, there was a question about Fleetwood Mac, and there was a whole bunch of stuff by them. So I had to listen to it. And then I started saying, yeah, I like this. I should be going and looking more into it. This one was one that I had to put back one day, and I just went and got it the next time I was in. Iron Butterfly Ball. Gee, you gotta love that clothing on these guys, man. This is psychedelia at its best here. Nice shot of them inside with the list of songs. Really good. And then a picture on the back, of course. And then the album itself, the disc, in really good shape. It has a kind of a funny center part, though. You don't see that too often. So that's Iron Butterfly's Ball. Make sure I put it back in right. I did. Iron Butterfly Ball. Next up, this is a brand new one from Vanilla Fudge. I believe this is their debut. Don't really need this on here, but it's going to come off when I break the... So it's brand new. We're going to get my thumb back to work here. Oh, wrong thumb. Wrong side. There it is. We'll peel it open. Vanilla Fudge Return. I don't know if this is their debut. I don't think it is, actually. I thought it might be, but I don't think it is. This one's got a bit of a psychedelic feel to it. I don't think of Vanilla Fudge as a psychedelic band, but they certainly have those elements in their music for sure. And the cover, kind of an interesting cover to it as well. It's kind of similar to the album itself, kind of a psychedelic feel. And then here you've got a list of the tracks. I'm not going to pull this book out because it's just one page. Actually, I will pull it. So you've got, actually it's more than one page. So you've got a picture of each of the band members, separate pages. And then you have a list of the songs. And they were, I think Vanilla Fudge is fairly notorious for doing a lot of cover stuff. Nice picture of them when they're older here at the back here. Much older picture was probably added. And then, of course, you've got the list of songs at the back here with this sort of naked girl here. Anyways, Vanilla Fudge, The Return. Next up, another psychedelic album. We have quite a bit of psychedelia today. This is one that you may have seen if I did a video on it. This is Odyssey Oracle by the Zombies. Very psychedelic looking cover for sure. It's also, I believe, a digipack, which I'm not big fans of, but sometimes you have to take what you can get. Yeah, it is a digipack. I wasn't sure. Thought it might be just a like a booklet type thing, but it's a digipack. There's a picture of the Zombie album here, green, and then the disc, of course, is good, so I'm not going to bother taking it out, because there's a picture of the guys in the band, very 60-ish looking. So here's the cover and the back cover, very psychedelic looking. The back cover has a list of all of the original tracks on the album, plus all the bonuses. There's at least twice as many bonuses. This at least has a thumb thing on it too, so you can pull this out. A little bit of story of the band. And then the same kind of listing that you get on the inside cover. So this is from 1968, this album. I like this band. If you want, you can go and watch my little bit of a take on them on my series, my 31 favorite psychedelic bands. They're on there on the list. Next up, actually we're gonna go this one first, because this is Spaceman 3. This album is called Playing with Fire, one of 4 albums by them. Brand new, of course. I think this is just what I call a booklet type. Picture of them on the back with the list of songs. And there's actually 2 discs in here, really? Yeah, it's a 2-disc one. I did not know that. So the inside, again, looks like this. And the outside Looks like this with the front here. And then you have, is there a booklet? Let me see. Nope, no booklet, I don't think. 2 discs. This is disc number 2. And they're slide-in. It's like a book type thing. At least they have the back edge closed. I hate it when they do that. They'll slide it into a book holder or a disc holder, but there's no edge on the other side, so it just flies out the other side. That's how they get ruined. Same thing, exact same thing. So this has a stopper from the inside out. So it's a 2-disc CD featuring a band that I like a lot. I've really grown to like these guys. They have 3 other discs out. They stopped playing. They became very drug addicted. They're a very drug oriented band. It even says "fucked up" on the guy's shirt. So this is a game. This is Spaceman 3, Play with Fire. Which year is this album? I'm not sure. Doesn't say. And none of these albums ever say anymore. Okay, next up is the big one. Actually, maybe we'll save the big one for the end. We'll do the other 2. These are both what I would call pop. One's a pop album, the other's a folk album. And this one is a big kind of set, so we'll do that one at the end. So this is Elton John's Honky Chateau, one of his early albums from, of course, doesn't give you the year, but it's one of his earlier ones. I'm not sure if it's like 3rd or 4th or something like that. The disc is kind of funny looking. It's got that kind of record-like look to it. And on the inside here, it gives you a list of a whole bunch of his classic albums on this inside thing here. Then there's the booklet, which we'll pull. Picture of everybody on the album. Elton, Bernie Taupin, a few other guys in there. Dee Murray, all these guys. And it's got a list of all the lyrics and everything on the inside. This album has Rocket Man. That's fantastic. I think this might be my favorite Elton John album. I'm not sure, but definitely going to be up there for sure. So this Honky Chateau. Kind of young looking there, eh? I don't think he looks like that at all anymore. Yeah, I've been on the Elton John kick lately too. I think this is the 3rd one in the last couple of months. Honky Chateau. Next up is one that maybe non-Canadians won't probably know. This is Gordon Lightfoot. Not really rock. This is more of a folk guy, but I love this guy's voice. And many of his songs are just like entrenched in my brain. And this also has the wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald. The other one doesn't have it. The other one I have. It's just the greatest hits. But the other one doesn't have a couple of songs on it that I wanted, and I saw them on here, so I got it. Cost me $1, so I'm not complaining. Not really much to it. Nice album. Disc is in good shape. I always check before I buy from these places. Get something with a big scratch across the middle or something. And it's got a little booklet here. Just talking about all of his music throughout his history. I think this is a fairly recent CD too, and it doesn't say when it was recorded or anything. Maybe at the back. Nah, it doesn't say anything. Oh, just a list of the recordings. That's it. Doesn't say when the CD itself was. It says 2002. Maybe that's it. Could be a newer CD, like 20 years now, I guess, gone by. But I like Gordon Lightfoot. Being a Canadian, we hear him all the time. There you go. Gordon Lightfoot. Greatest hits. Okay, so we're down to this final one, which is the Electric Prunes. This is a box set. Then came The Dawn. This is complete records from 1966 through to 1969. Brand new. I went there actually to get this and the other box set that I wanted from the Peanut Butter Conspiracy. The Peanut Butter Conspiracy one had disappeared, which was a huge disappointment for me. But, I still got this, so it just opens up like this. And then you have a total of 6 CDs and a book. So we'll talk about the CDs first. Most of these are just their original albums, and then there's a couple here of extra stuff. So Electric Prunes had Too Much to Dream last night, Get Me to the World on Time. This is a 1 disc. I like the back part too, it's really good on this one. Next up, I'm going to not put them on here, otherwise you know what's going to happen. Don't want that. This one, Underground, another album by them. Nice picture, kind of a infrared or whatever they call it, electric, X-ray. Sorry, that's what I was thinking of. An X-ray view of the same things that Kiss did this on Dress to Kill as well. The Electric Prunes, this is Mass in F minor. Another album by them. Another picture on the back. Next one is Released Under Oath. Sorry, actually that's not the right one. This is it, Released Under Oath. It's more of an open booklet type. And as you can see, it's got a picture of that original Electric album, the Prunes album. And then you've got another shot on the back. CDs located in the center here. I'm not going to take the CDs out. And then you have all of the information too there. So the next one is this one, the Electric Prunes Shadows. This is a rare mix of extended tracks. Shadows it's called. So it's got a bunch of their extended tracks from their other original albums that are all extended versions of the songs, so different versions if you want. Nice shot of them here with their silly glasses. And then this thing, this is a live album. I think it's just 1 disc. Yep, just 1 disc. Picture of them live here. I've seen this video before. And then the list of songs that are on the live album on the back. And then the last thing in this box set is the booklet. There's a shot of different albums on the back, and then a shot of them with their funny glasses again. And then, of course, this just all kinds of story notes on them. I'm not going to show you every page; it'd take too long. It's a pretty thick booklet. Here's a nice shot of them on stage. I think is that Ed? No, it's not Ed Sullivan. It's a similar type of situation, though. That girl, though, does look like Barbara Feldman. Does it say anything? Doesn't say, but that looks like Barbara Feldman to me from '99 from Get Smart. That's who she looks like. Got some more stuff here. Just lots of album covers and stuff. Pictures and stories. This is a pretty long, lengthy book. It's like 25 or 30 pages long. Oh, pretty good. And then you have, of course, the list of what's on each album on the back, very last one, which is good. Then you don't have to keep looking through each album to find it. You can just look through the book. So this is a pretty good find for me, I think. I'm going to put them all back into the thing so they don't get damaged. Comes with a little cover thing, as you've seen. There it is. That's the album cover. Very similar to the ones on the albums. And then the back is the list again. They'll all fit right in there. And then you slide it into the box. It's kind of weird that, you know, I think I got it backwards. So you're supposed to slide it into this and then slide that over top of it. So this was a bit pricey, but I do like these guys quite a bit. Underrated band. There it is. The Electric Prunes, psychedelic band. And now we'll try this one more time to get this out of here. I do not know why it's so tough in here. They really secured it so it won't come out. Oh my God, that is in there tight. I might never be able to listen to this. Let's try use a pen here. It does not want to budge, which means I may have to rip it. I don't like that. But anyways, 2 albums by Klaatu, their 3rd and 4th studio albums, released in 1978 and 79. For those of you who are not familiar with the Klaatu, they are a group of studio musicians that went on their own and basically didn't list any of their names or anything. They're famous for having their original album came out and people thought it was the Beatles. There was a big hysteria about the Beatles doing an undercover album, but of course it wasn't. It was these guys. But these other 2 albums, these 2 albums and the first 2 are really good. The only one I don't know much about is the last one, so I will be looking into that once I get to these. And as you can see, the covers are quite interesting. One of them is kind of a nature scene. The other one is a marching army scene. And if I could get the albums out, you would see that the marching scene has a front part, which is actually here, so you can see it. There it is. So two, I think, very good albums. I like the Klaatu quite a bit. For those of you who like them, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They are a mix of everything. They play all kinds of different stuff. Prog rock, pop rock, there's some jazzy stuff, psychedelic stuff in there, lots of kind of interesting sounds. Some of their stuff actually kind of remind me of early Blue Oyster Cult as well. So yeah, the Klaatu, that's the final one. So I'll give them to you all once again, just in case you like to not have to go back and find the one you're looking for. So this is Odyssey and Oracle from the Zombies. Move my glasses out of the way. Vanilla Fudge, The Return. Iron Butterfly, The Ball. Or The Ball, just called Ball. Fleetwood Mac's debut album. Leonard Skinner's debut album. Thin Lizzy's Vagabonds of the Western World. Monster from Steppenwolf. Scorpions, Lonesome Crow. Soft Machines 6. Sorry, I was about to say 9. Tubular Bells from Mike Oldfield. Scorpions, this is their new live one, which is called Coming Home Live. 10 Years, Feeding the Wolves. And we'll do these last few. I put in a different stack. The Klaatu, Sir Army Suite, and the Endangered Species. The Electric Prunes box set here that I have, which is Then Came the Dawn from 66 to 69. Gordon Lightfoot, Greatest Hits. Honky Chateau, Elton John. And last but not least, Spacemen, Playing with Fire. I think it's their 3rd studio album. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this pretty lengthy video. I do apologize, but I bought a ton of stuff, including my hats. So I hope you've had a good, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Please hit the like and subscribe. And if you want, you can make any comments about any of the albums I purchased, or you can talk about some other albums that might be related to it that you think maybe I might be interested in. All that's good. So take care, have yourself a good evening, and goodbye.